Well, we have a 1980s Kramer. It's a Focus, and it has the infamous Floyd Rose on it here. Now, we're not going to have any trouble with this Floyd Rose because this is the first one I've ever fixed, maybe the last one. All kidding aside, you may get out every Allen wrench you own in order to get after this thing, but that's not where we're going to start. We're going to start first by tightening up all the screws, beginning with the neck. So I do not see a really good way to set string height, with the exception of maybe these two outside deals. I can see intonation across the back, fine tuning across the top, but right here on this bridge I don't see much that we can do. And if you'll notice, each of these has an Allen right in front of it here, and it may have something to do with string height, but they're slotted for these to go backwards and forward. It's like they lock up the adjustment for your intonation, which is a terrible thing because they're located right directly underneath the string. Already stuff I don't like about the Floyd Rose. Oh, surprise. I think the reason I left that gap up here is these are the light strings up here, the first and second strings and stuff, and these are the sixth and fifth strings down here, so they put more strings because those thicker strings probably require more strength. As you're tuning your strings, you want to keep an eye on your bridge and make sure that it's coming level, parallel with the body of the guitar. The base of the bridge should end up pretty parallel with the body of the guitar. And again, we're tuning from the center strings and working our way out. Since we didn't change the strings, the intonation did not go out of this guitar. So all we need to do is set our string height. And there's just two screws for overall setting here. There's no individual across the bridges, the saddles, I'm sorry, not bridges. So it'll be a simple matter of getting the two ends right, and this should be still in tune and ready to rock. So after setting the string height, my bridge rocked up a little bit. So now to get things unflat, the strings went flat, I'm tightening the claw back here and bringing the tune back into standard without having to mess with a lot of other stuff. It makes it a lot simpler. The claw and back got us close. However, when I started messing with the fine tuners, we had some movement. Some of the stuff was stuck in there. Hadn't moved in years, I guess. And so now we've had to loosen up the nut clamp, and we're starting the tuning process over from zero. Floyd Rose. So the B string just started fretting out, man. I thought, wow, what happened? This thing is fretted out totally. Turned out it was hitting the humbucker pickup here. You know, you can set humbuckers closer to the strings than you can single coils. Everything is really high now, especially since I lowered the action. So having gotten this pretty close, I took it over there and played it a little bit, and wow. This is a very straight neck, and even though it does have some slight fret wear, especially for being an 80s, it was really straight, played great. I think somebody's put really thick strings on the top and thinner strings on the bottom, and we're just going to measure those out and see if they did some sort of guitar magic there. And if so, we'll put a standard set on it, and if not, we'll continue with the setup. So having measured, this is a 50 and this is a 10. This is a set of heavies here, 49 to 11. A set of mediums. Here's a set of lights, 42 to 9. However, these are some odd strings here. That 50 is just way too heavy, and I think we're going to change them. So I've been playing on it for about 15 minutes, and wow, just really good low action up here and stuff. Off the neck, no flat spots or buzzes. Plays like butter, man. I mean, really, I am so impressed. This may not hit the market. I may pick this one up myself. Darn. But anyhow, it's settling in a little bit. There's a half a cent off here and there. I did make some adjustments in the intonation, and it seems like it's really close and staying there. And I'm just waiting for the strings to settle down before I go through and do the final on it. But yeah, this really turned out great, despite the chips and stuff on it. It's got great patina, great action, and you can whang like crazy. Cool guitar. Let's just see how this whammy bar works. Back in tune, just love it. Tons of sustain.